Hello everyone and welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name's Michael and I'm bitten by a radioactive book. It's Friday and normally that means Friday reads, but as we are already started October, I thought I'd give you my wrap up today of September, or the books I read in September, and tomorrow I'm going to post a video about my October TBR. Overall, I read 7 books in September, which was not as much as I planned. I hoped it would be more around 10, but that didn't happen. But I'm, still not dissatisfied by what I achieved this month. First off, we've got Johnny and the Greater Game by Eric Brown. It's a steampunk novel set in India, mainly. That was quite interesting. The protagonist is a half Indian, half British girl. I have a video review up for this book, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it. I really liked it and rated it 4 out of 5 stars. Next up we have City of Stairs by Robert Jackson Bennett. It's a fantasy, but more of in a maybe 1920s setting, but on the other hand with a very epic fantasy world building with all the things you expect, like magical objects or gods that are very important to the narrative. We have another female character, this time a middle-aged investigator who has to investigate a murder in the city of Bulikov. I also have a review of this book up on my channel, so again, I'm not going to not going into too much detail about it. I really enjoyed it. It's in my top 3 books of the year so far for me, and I rated it, of course, 5 out of 5 stars. Next up we have A New Dawn. It's the first novel in the new Star Wars Expanded Universe. It kind of introduces some characters that we're going to see in the new TV show Star Wars Rebels. Again, I have a review video about it. It was like a nice action adventure, not more, not less, so I rated it 3 stars. Next up we have the Hugo Award winning Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie. I'm not going to talk about this book because I have like a 15-minute review of it. I took part in a live show with 3 other booktubers talking about it for 1.5 hours. I think you already have seen some of it. If you're really interested in this book, then you already know I didn't click with it so well, so I only rated it 2 out of 5 stars. The 5th book I finished is also a book I have a review about on my channel, so I'm not talking about it that much. It's The Mirror Empire by Cameron Hurley. Great book, really imaginative world building. I really enjoyed it. Had some flaws. Overall, it was 4 out of 5 stars for me. The last 2 books I've read were the 2 picks of the month for my Dragons and Jetpacks group on Goodreads, where I'm a co-moderator. The first one, we're always reading 1 book for fantasy and 1 for science fiction. The fantasy book we read this month was Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. Up until now, my relationship with Neil Gaiman was like, I tried to read American Gods, abandoned it around the halfway point, so I was a bit reluctant to get into it, but also interested because I wanted to see if Neil Gaiman is just not for me, maybe. And I'm not the wiser at the moment if he will overall be a good author for me, but I enjoyed Neverwhere way more than I did American Gods. I rated it 4 out of 5 stars in the end. The main issue I had with American Gods, the very, very slow pacing. That wasn't an issue with Neverwhere because the story kind of right away takes off. It had some interesting characters. The world building was really imaginative, and as London is my maybe favorite city of the world I've been to so far, it helped a lot that it plays in London, so it's always a setting that I find very interesting. Yeah, so overall 4 out of 5 stars and a really enjoyable read. And the last book was the science fiction pick of the Dragons and Jetpacks group. I was very happy about it because it was the first time since I'm a moderator there that we actually read a pick that I suggested, and it was Fortune's Pawn by Rachel Bach. Fortune's Pawn is like a very light mashup of action-adventure, space opera with a little romance in it. It has a great female protagonist. It has like a ship setting with a very interesting crew made up of different characters. And I always love those ship settings when they're done well. And yeah, the world building could have been a bit deeper, but all we got from the world was very, very interesting. Yeah, and as I said, it was a good page turner, a really enjoyable book, and in the end I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. So these are all the books I read in September. What did you read? Is there something that stands out from your reading month? Is there something that you have read maybe as well and want to share or talk about? Please do so in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, subscribe to my channel. If you want to know what's coming up on my channel, please look inside the description box. There's a little segment there called On the Horizon. I wish you a good day and hope you get bitten by a really good book too. Bye.